The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Wait!
On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Hilton, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 22 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Tight dog. Hey, alert 3. Then we're going to 53. Check three. We're going to 54. 26.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go, D.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Gates with a grab. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott off play action. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Get wide. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety creep. He's coming.
3rd and long. It's Ryan.
Switch, switch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Check 43. Check 43.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Check 99. Check 99.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of twos, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 37 yards. Now Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Ryan. Complete to Hilton. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down, Ryan, and that's complete to Gates. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone. And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Check safety, check safety.
On 1st down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot, great mesh point by them. The timing on point, the run even better.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now Prescott on fourth down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan. This complete to Jones. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
This time, Ryan will throw. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To throw is Ryan. He's got it to Hilton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
43 is the mark.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Gurley again here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just shutting him off there. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On third down, Barkley, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on first down, Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.